Let's bring them on, ladies and gentlemen.
What up, though? It's the Vince McMahon at Instagram, the governor of the glove, man. Boy, Smo, man. Follow me on Twitter at SMotivation1. Crazy event last night, Kingpen event, co-hosted by King of the Dot. It was nuts, man. We had, Calgary, Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Pontiac, Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, Flint. All in the building last night. It was crazy. Good turnout. Super live. Weather was a little, we were trying to do everything outside, ended up moving it inside, but as far as the battles went, man, I was very happy with the battles. Felt a lot of the battles went really well. A lot of people showed out. Guess I'll just go from recap from, all the way up the card. Teddy and Joey Koff. Shit, man. It was a good way to start the night off because it was a nice, style contrast. I feel like Joey takes more angles, tries to, scheme some bars, mix a little humor in. Whereas Teddy, Teddy can rap, no doubt about it, but Teddy was really going crazy with the jokes. Yeah, he was going crazy with the jokes, man. It was the first two rounds, man. Teddy's jokes were just almost like really overwhelming in the crowd, you know what I mean? I thought Joey definitely got the third. Teddy had a stumble. I'd probably personally say 2-1 Teddy. I could see possibly 2-1 Joey. That battle could go either way, but I'd go 2-1 Teddy. It was a really good battle though, man. That's gonna be good on camera, so. Snap, man, both these guys, complete different vibe, like real street vibe for the second battle. Snap was really fighting the first couple rounds. I thought Snap got the third. I thought Deal took the first two. I'd go 2-1 Deal. I could possibly see 2-1 Snap, but, depending on how you call the first. But Deal got the second, Snap got the third. The first was pretty close. I edged it to Deal. Deal had one of the best performances of the night. Snap had one of the best rounds of the night with his third. So them guys both showed out. Battle, the homie Rob Roy from Calgary took on the homie Phibbs, representing Michigan. Man, that battle was like the sleeper battle of the night, man. That battle had a lot of quotables, real back and forth. I thought, Rob came out and took the momentum in the first. He took the first, I would say convincingly, maybe not clearly, but convincingly. I thought he got the first pretty convincingly. Phibbs came back in the second, did his thing. Rob did his thing in the second. The second's gonna be real tight on cam. You're gonna have to, that's gonna be the round that's gonna pretty much determine the battle as far as I'm concerned and how you're gonna call it. I thought Phibbs got the third. But man, style contrast. But they both had some real good moments in the battle. They both were shutting it down. So man, salute to both those guys, man. They really did their fucking thing. So. The fourth battle of the night was Gambit and Manifesto. It was personal. I felt like they both had some good moments and some average moments, throughout the battle. I've seen a little bit better from both those guys. They both did their thing. No knock on either. They both did their thing. I would probably actually edge Gambit in the building, but I want to see it on cam because I think that Festo's bars are going to translate on cam. So I would say in the building, 2-1 Gambit. I couldn't give you a round recap. I remember liking Festo's second round a lot, but I'd probably say 2-1 Gambit. It was close though, so that could go either way. Fifth battle, of the night, Sluice and Keith Urban. The crowd was kind of sleeping a little bit on this one. You know, they were both funny, man. They both had some really funny moments. I think the live mics kind of were a little bit off as far as the sound that battle. There had a couple bad feedbacks that might have cost, you know, some momentum for either one of them. It felt like Sluice took it, but Keith kind of just at the end kind of didn't really get through his bars the way he needed to. His first round was solid. His second round was okay. His third round, you know, he didn't get through his third round that way. I thought Sluice's first was pretty good. His second was definitely good, and his third was pretty average. So I'll go 2-1 Sluice, but I mean, I've seen better from both those guys, you know. So good battle though, but you know, like I said, I was expecting that one to be like one of the funniest battles of the night. So E-Real and Fatal, man, I think it was slept on. That battle was slept on, man. I think a lot of people were, I mean, they're starting to get the anticipation for the main event, so I think people were getting a little bit impatient. They were, you know, I think E-Real got it in the building. I really want to see it on cam because that's how Fatal always is on cam. Fatal always has some crazy bars. Fatal's second was really heavy. I thought Fatal got the third. I thought E-Real got the first. I think it's going to come down to the second. They both had pretty good seconds. But yeah, E-Real showed out, man. He did his thing. It felt like in the building that he probably took it, but like I said, I want to see it on cam, but it was a good battle. YT and Bees, man. You know, YT proved that he could stand in front of some of the vets here, man. YT really showed, you know, that he's no slouch. The first round, I actually thought that YT got the first. And then, you know, the next two rounds, man, Bees was really in his bag, man. Bees might have had one of the performances of the night, if not the performance of the night, to be honest with you. His third round was incredible. It felt like each round he just kept building steam. He kept getting better each round, and that, you know, benefited him. Where YT kept it close, you know, the second and third, but I think that I'd probably go 2-1 Bees. It was a good battle though, man. On cam, like I said, it's another one on cam. It might be what you like, you know. So. Round zero battle. Chrome and GG, man. That might have literally been, if not the best battle, other than Joe 9 Born, it probably was, to be honest with you. Other than Joe 9 Born, the best back and forth battle the whole night was the ground zero, Chrome and GG, man. GG held it down, did his thing, did what he needed to do, did his numbers, got his reactions, had 3 solid rounds. Chrome, man, really impressed me, man. Chrome came from Montreal, man. He did not play. He came out here, he shut it down. Both of them got a lot of reaction each round. It felt like they both had quotables, man.
Chrome only started battling 6 months ago.
Yeah, Chrome is going to be a problem, man. He's definitely one of the guys from Canada I'm going to be keeping my eye on in the future, man. And like I said, he did great here, man. The crowd received him really well. I'll say 2-1 either way. I mean, I think that a lot of people probably felt like Chrome might have got it 2-1. I heard 2-1 GG from some people too. So like I said, I want to see it on cam. I'll just say 2-1 either way. I mean, no one really lost that battle. Both of the guys did so good. I can't even really, you know, we'll see how it goes on cam. That was a good ass battle. And that leads to the main event. Joe 9 Born, man, that was probably one of the best battles I've ever seen live. Like, classic, real shit. Like, both those guys, man, were just, they showed why there was so much hype around this battle. Like, so far in 2015, there's maybe 2 battles that I've seen so far that are gonna be even equaled up to the caliber of that battle as far as how good of a battle it was. You know, I say, you know, like Ill Will and Big K, and you know, probably Steams and Rum Nitty. Those are probably the only 2 other battles so far that happened this year that I think that were on par with that. But that battle might have even been a little better, to be honest with you, man. Real shit. First round, Joe 9 went first, man. He came out firing, just, you know, really shut the building down a couple times, super heavy. you know, they were both really direct. I really liked that about this battle. It wasn't like they were just giving bars to anybody, you know what I mean? It wasn't just like, you know, more or less generic bars for anyone. They were like tailored bars for one another. Born came out in the first round, fire in 2. I think that round was really close. I think that's going to be the round that's going to determine the battle. The second round, Jonai again, man. Jonai fucking waved in the second, really did his thing. Born second was fire. Born second was one of the best rounds of the night, man. Born second was really dope. In the building, it felt like Born got the second. Going into the third, it felt like it was 1-1, or it was like neck and neck, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how you wanted to call it. Born had a small hiccup in the third, or a small stumble, but it wasn't bad. It was just a small stumble, and it was towards the very end. He had a solid third round, man. He had a great angles, and Jonai had, you know, before that round, Jonai had an incredible third, man. Jonai's third was really fucking good. It felt like a heavyweight fight. It felt like Jonai almost just like outlasted him that round, you know what I mean? Because Born had the small hiccup. It was a good ass round. Still a really close round. The consensus from what I was getting was 2-1 Jonai for the most part. I heard 2-1 Born though as well, and I think on cam it's going to be, like I said, that battle was classic, man. Like when you have a battle that good, nobody really loses, because you know there's going to be the Born fans. They're going to say that Born won. There's going to be the Jonai fans that said that Jonai won, and I mean battle rap won with that one as far as I'm concerned, man. Yeah, but man, shout out to everyone who came out to Kingpen last night. Make sure you subscribe to BARWARS Rap Battles on YouTube. Big shout outs to Chris Mitchell, man, holding it down for BattleRap.com. I mean, they really covered the event well. Did, you know, a bunch of write-ups, all that shit was awesome, man. Elliot Organic, my big bros, man. Thank you so much for coming out, bro. Really appreciate both y'all, you know, holding it down. I mean, it means so much to this Michigan scene, just having King of the Dot, you know, be here and be a part of it, and really helping it grow, man. I mean, this is one of the best scenes as far as, to me, it's, you know, bias-wise, the best scene in the, you know, there is. The best battle rap scene is the Michigan scene. We have so much talent here. We're just trying to really get it pushed to the next level, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like last night was a good step in that direction, man. And a lot of the battlers were fire. They, you know, some guys showed out, and, you know, hopefully they'll be on to bigger things moving forward. And we got some plans and all that, you know, to, you know, do some more cards like this. And, you know, it was fire, man. I, you know, really appreciate everyone coming out, all the guys that came out from Canada, you know, Chrome from Montreal. Shouts to me, Rob Roy, man, held it down for Calgary, man, for sure. And,
they know where Calgary is
that's
now.
right, they know where Calgary is now, man. And he had a fresh Dilla hat on last night, man, and he was getting love for that, too, so.